We just got married, and that's good, Broncos!
Yes! Thank you for the very nice, very cool wedding intro. I am Brandon Perna. This is That's Good Broncos. Very special wedding intro, means a lot to me because I just got married. And I'll congratulate you, and I'm going to congratulate myself again for getting married. You can never hear it enough, especially as somebody who is growing up. I'd always hear, "Hey, little wiener boy, you're never gonna get married. You stupid little wiener boy, never gonna get married." To which I would say, "Shut up, Dad." The Broncos beat the Indianapolis Colts in Week 2 to go 2-0 on the 2016 NFL season. So now the Denver Broncos are at the top of the AFC West because earlier today the Kansas City Chiefs lost and the Oakland Raiders lost, and the Chargers kicked the shit out of the Jaguars. So that'll be something to keep your eye on, but for the time being, the Broncos own first place in the AFC West. Sorry, that's some indigestion. Let's get this started. All right, as I recently stated, the Broncos beat the Colts 34-20 with 2 of those touchdowns coming in the fourth quarter from the Broncos defense. In this game, what we are starting to see is the offense, although they are able to move the ball really well. I believe they had 400 yards of total offense. They're not putting up a ton of points. We had a turnover in the red zone. That could have been a lot worse. That could have been a pick six by the Colts' Darius Butler, who after intercepting the ball appeared to tear his hamstring, or his hamstring exploded in his leg, or my theory is Darius Butler's just a very, very nice gentleman who decided not to take it to the house. He wants to be a Bronco, and this was his audition tape to get onto the team. Looking back at that play, Trevor Siemian should have seen Butler cutting that route and either thrown the ball differently or not thrown it there at all. McManus missed his first field goal, but then he booted 3 down the gooch. I'm sorry, he actually kicked 4 field goals. I've fucked up again. Can't get anything right. C.J. Anderson was the lone offensive player to get into the end zone on a 4-yard touchdown run. The story of the day, though, was the defense. When the team needed them the most in the fourth quarter, they showed up. Aqib Talib started things off with the pick 6. He makes just a great read on the play, jumps in front of this route on a ball he probably had no business intercepting, and then takes it to the house. I'm not sure how far the return was, but I think it was at least 50 yards. So in week 1 of last season, Talib takes one to the house. Week 2 this season, he takes one to the house. But the Colts were still in the game. The game was close because the Broncos offense couldn't put them out. So Andrew Luck got the ball back with 1:55 left in the game. First offensive play for the Colts on that 2-minute drive. Von Miller just bulldozes through his supposed block and tomahawk chops the ball out of Andrew Luck's hand, and he does not stumble. Miller keeps running, trying to pick up that ball because he wants to score the touchdown. Shane Ray swooped it up and took it back to the house, which in this case means the fucking end zone to put the game out of reach for the Colts, 34-20. Oh, man. So, a couple things. Offense needs to get better in the red zone. I think that'll happen as Trevor Siemian continues to grow as the quarterback. Demaryius Thomas had a big screen play that went for, I don't know how many yards, 50 or so. But he got tackled about 10 yards shy of the end zone, and that was an area where the Broncos needed to score a touchdown. They stalled in that area and had to settle for a field goal there. So they need to capitalize when the offense does have those big plays. Siemian did thread some needles. There were Virgil Green made some tough catches. Emmanuel Sanders took a shot in the first quarter that I thought he would have not gotten up from, but we know Emmanuel Sanders is tough as nails. Jordan Taylor had a big catch. C.J. Anderson looked great again. Devontae Booker in his second outing was much improved. No fumbles this time around, and his running skills are he has the skills to do it. But the big news is that DeMarcus Ware broke his forearm. I just read what the actual bone is called, but I already forgot. So it's a fracture. They're saying right now he's going to be out 3 to 4 weeks. Who knows? It may be a little longer than that. It's a broken fucking bone in his body. But Derek Wolfe, after the game, said Ware is one of the toughest guys he knows, and he expects Ware to be back soon. Positive game for the Broncos to start the season 2-0. A lot to build on, and we can say this right now. The Super Bowl champion defense is back, and they are nasty. And they perform when you need them to the most. 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, 5 sacks on Andrew Luck throughout the day. You gotta be excited about it. Make sure you check out my second channel, That's Good Broncos. There is a link in the description. So if you can't find the channel because it's new and it's gotta factor into Google's algorithm, just click on the link in the description here. It'll take you right to it. And that's where I'm gonna post all of the Broncos full game reviews. The full Broncos Colts review will be up tomorrow. The link to get you there is in the description. And thank you again for coming here. Also, make sure to check out Vic Lombardi's YouTube channel. We did a live post-game show. Vic is at the stadium. He's getting us interviews, footage from the stadium, and Ryan Green and I sort of manned down the fort, and we did a live show that was almost an hour long. So make sure, check out his YouTube or Facebook, and we're gonna try to keep doing that. And maybe on my channel next week. Who knows? Subscribe here, give me a follow on Twitter. Broncos are 2-0, celebrate, go into your kitchen, find the most calorie-heavy food, eat it, then wash it down with some tequila and whiskey, and maybe just those two. You probably have to work tomorrow. I don't want you to be too hungover. I'm just saying enjoy the taste of victory while it continues to last for the Broncos.